All right, so a little bit of a tism that I had. I've been trying to figure out the definitions because I keep hearing people talking like, hey, it's the well-regulated militia. You're not the militia. We're done having this conversation because it is actually defined and you are completely wrong. So I wanted to get into this because not enough people are talking about it. Now, I have posted both versions of this up because it's changed over the years. It was 10 USC subsection 311, got moved to subsection 246. Rewind a bit. What is that? Okay, so we have the Second Amendment. It was founded 1791. It came out 1792. We had the Militia Act. The initial Militia Act basically said that, hey, if you're over the age of 17, you need to enlist in your state militia. Also, you are required, because we can't arm you, to go and get a musket. You're going to go get powder. You're going to go get enough shot to keep in the home. You're also going to train and utilize said arms. That was what it said. That was it. That was plain, simple. That was subsection 311. Fast forward, states. Our states have a constitution. So many people don't even know about it. Honestly, what really led to this was this clip.
Have any of you read the Washington State Constitution, and particularly Article 1, Section 24 of the Washington State Constitution? And if you have, how do you square that with the proposal in House Bill 2320?
I don't believe any of us have read that.
But we are currently all AP government students, and we recently read through the U.S. Constitution.
Well, that's great, but read the state constitution too.
Thank you.
Okay, I have not read the state constitution, that particular clause either, and I will today.
That's a problem. That's a problem. So the Second Amendment, everybody argues, oh, well, that's federal, you know, according to states and this and that and this and that. Okay. So, bringing that back, states that were founded between 1792 and 1903 are going to have some form, other than very few. Total 5 don't. Out of those 5, I believe only one of them was founded after 1791. I will double check and I will put it up here. Every state thereafter took the Second Amendment, grabbed it and said, okay, and you're saying that this is how we defend our state. And this here is the Militia Act. And they said, okay, we got you. We got you. This is what it's going to be. All right. Washington State, Article 1, Section 24 of our state constitution. It was written before we became a state, 1 month before we became a state. It was written in October of 1889, and in November, we gained statehood. 1903, it changed. Why did it change? Well, it's not what you think. It wasn't to regulate us. It wasn't to stop us. It was to say, hey, we aren't using that very much. We have a big enough population. We have enough people signing up for the U.S. Continental Army and our National Guards. But we might still need them. We might. So can we change this up a bit? And we have enough that we can mostly arm everyone if we need to. So can we fix this? So they made a division. Instead of everyone over the age of 17 being part of the militia, no matter what, you have to, this is the way it is. They said, okay, now we have the organized, which is the National Guard or the State Guard, and then we have the unorganized. Now, the unorganized militia, that's you and me. Anybody between the ages of 17 and 45 that is able-bodied, we are the militia. Now, is it fair to assume that if a situation ever were to come down, that the state may not be able to arm everyone that is called into service? Is it fair to assume that in a time of need, like the disasters that we've seen on the East Coast when it came to the hurricanes, when it's come to any of the earthquakes around here, or the mud flows, or the flooding, or what have you, is it fair to assume that if the state needs to call upon you, that they may not have enough arms for you to stand guard. So you may need to bring your own kit. You may need to bring your own firearm. You may need to train on your own because they might not have time to train you. Fair to assume? Because that's what it's meant for. This is a completely different aspect on the Second Amendment that a lot of people just don't talk about. They think, oh, it's my right. Individual, it's my right. Yes, it is your individual right, but there's more to it. Let's say, God forbid, we get some crazy tyrant in there. Either party, don't care. This isn't political, and that's the problem. It's being made political. This isn't political. 75% of the nation agrees that this person needs to be in charge. Cool. They decide to do something that pisses off a set number of states. Oh, well, now we're going to protest. Well, homie can't have that. Your National Guard gets deployed to the next big thing that's happening. Your National Guard is sent out. So all you're left with is your State Guard, which usually your State Guard, very tiny, comparatively speaking. So now your National Guard's gone, and they say, hey, your state, you're now a terrorist state. Your leadership is toxic, and you are pushing for the end of America. So we have to do something about this. Now what? Now what are you going to do? Who's going to defend the state? National Guard's gone. The organized militia's all but gone. Well, now you have your unorganized militia. But the organized militia took all of their gear. They took all of their equipment. So now you have nothing to give to your militia to defend the state. Now what? Tell me. It ain't happening, is it? I know people are going to say it's impossible. It's not probable, but it can happen. It can happen. And that's where you need this just in case. Because if this happens, the states like Washington, Oregon, California, New York, Rhode Island, Virginia, what are you going to do? You guys are so worried that, oh, well, what we're doing, these people that have these arms, they're going to, dude, if you're messing up that bad and you're worried about us having arms, you need to take a look in the mirror at the person you become. First off. Second off, you're not worried that the federal government might look at you and say, dude, it's time to party. And be like, oh, by the way, your National Guard, yeah, you're not in charge of that anymore. I've federalized them because we have a situation over there that they got to go to. Now what are you going to do? The people like me that you've been shitting on this whole time don't have the arms to defend our homes, to defend our neighborhoods, to defend our counties that we do love. We don't like you. You're a punk. But now what do we do when the freaking U.S. military rolls in and says, hey, give us everything. Everything. You don't own this no more. I can't defend my property. I can't defend myself or my state. Just something to think about, guys. That's why I'm complaining in my last videos about not having spots to go and train, about them regulating the crap out of us. That's why we have so many issues with any of the restrictions. It's not that, oh, well, we don't need these. We do. That's the thing, is you say we don't need them. And everybody's like, oh, well, it's our right to own it. Yes, it's our right. But by the law, we need to own them. It doesn't tell us specifically which ones to own. That means, okay, cool. You can go get an AK. You can go get an AR. You can go get a Glock. You can go get a SIG. Ugh. But you can choose what's best for your area and your demographic and what is utilized most in your area. But you want to say we can't have that. Oh, we can only have 10 rounds in this. Cool. Hey, Becky. That 10 round Glock 17 isn't going to do much good against a drum mag on a freaking Barrett or a belt-fed Ma Deuce. Granted, this isn't going to do that much good against it, but it's better than a 10-round 9mm. Am I wrong? Guys, if I'm wrong and I'm completely off topic and this makes no sense to you, please let me know down in the comment section, because I have been trying to get this information out. When it comes to it, the reason that your state constitution says what it does 9 times out of 10 is because of the Second Amendment and the Militia Act, combined together when your state was founded to become your right to bear arms to defend said state. And they were worried because what happened in the 1860s? What happens if, like, say California says, hey, Washington, Oregon just decided to say, come here, I want what you got. I need that port. Now what? What do you do? It's not just federal. You might have to defend against another state that goes psycho. It is what it is, though, guys. I wanted to talk about this, and I've been kind of rolling with it, and I've been trying to figure out how to actually come out with this. And today's been a weird day up here, so I'm just trying to get it to you. Yeah, Second Amendment, Militia Act, state constitutions. That's all I got for you guys today. Stay safe, stay savage, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.